Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video guys to any of you having a Kia Optima. If you guys have a Kia Optima and you need to remove or replace lower ball joint on the control arm, front control arm, stay with us. We will explain how to do that. Also we will explain what you always need to do when you actually guys replace ball joints, so make sure you stay until the end. All that will be covered in this video today. So, if you guys have a Kia Optima generation 2010 to 2015, that video should be helpful. It may be even helpful on the later generation because some things are interchangeable. Let me introduce you to the channel quick. Every single car we get at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. We take them completely apart. We show you how to fix pretty much anything. Why we do that? Simply because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. In addition, guys, all we need in return, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. If you need to buy any parts, tools for your Kia Optima, we'll also share the link in the description of the video below where you can buy tools and parts for a really good price and quick shipping as well. That's where we get all our supplies from. Another thing, if you guys want to see our main YouTube channel, Auto Repair guys, you can find quite helpful information for vehicles that can save you thousands of dollars guys, and we're approaching 400,000 subscribers, so we have videos that can save you quite a bit of money. So we have that Kia Optima guys here. That's a 2013 model. This is on the front left side. You need to jack the vehicle up. You will need to guys support it with jack stands. I recommend multiple jack stands. You can see brakes here, disc roller here. Then you have the lower ball joint is right here guys. That's for the control arm. We're going to get a penetrating spray, which is amazing spray guys. So always spray right there. You can see where the ball joint goes. Also spray that bolt on top and two nuts on the bottom. Make sure you spray those as well. Now super important guys. Okay, let's spray a little bit here as well, between the two cracks, you can see, so we can actually guys break that rust loose, because there will be a lot of rust here, believe me. Now what do we need to do in order to remove and replace it? Pretty simple guys. On most Kia Optimas you will need to remove, okay, that pin, safety pin. So straighten that, remove it, and it's always recommended to replace it with a new one every time you remove that thing. So it's recommended guys to get a new one. Now we're going to go ahead, straighten it, and we'll try to pull it out in a little bit. Okay, let's see if we'll be able to do that now. Perfect, it came out guys. Now we need to get that nut loose. The moment you get that nut loose guys, okay, if the bolt starts spinning on the back side, you will need to actually go ahead, okay, and hold it on the back side. Careful not to bend your brake plate here, because you will hear grinding noises from the disc. You can see how tight that thing is, extremely tight. And we'll spray some penetrating spray here as well. Perfect. So hopefully it will start eating it soon. Now let's go ahead and apply a little bit more force. Let me see if the bolt is spinning on the back. I don't think it is, but I want to see. If it's spinning, you need to hold it with a wrench. It's not spinning. We're going to go ahead just to show you how to do that. If you need to, you can hold it there with a wrench and you can go ahead and remove it. Now ours is not spinning, so that's fine. Okay, let's see which one it is now. It's 17 millimeter on the back side and 17 on the front side as well. So we have the front end in the air, that's why we're so easily able to turn the steering like that, and we have the key in the ignition, so the steering column doesn't lock. Perfect, we're going to go ahead and screw it now all the way. Now we're going to get penetrating spray, and we're going to spray right here guys, in the middle, because there will be a lot of oxidation, rust and all that stuff. Okay, perfect. This bolt, you can see how it's like a cone. That's great. It means we can tap on it with the hammer. Otherwise you might need to install the nut so you don't damage your bolt. We'll need to push that bolt out. Okay, and it doesn't want to break loose. So let's put the nut just in case, so we don't mess up the bolt. That way, if we bend the thread or something, we can always unscrew it and it will fix it that way. Okay, perfect. It just makes me feel safer. And in some cases, it's even recommended to replace that bolt and nut every time. Perfect. Great. Now let's unscrew it. We might need to get the impact because it got tight to the point that, yeah, there you will see how much rust will be here now. Okay, perfect. Let's show you now. Okay, all that rust. Okay, let me focus here quick. Okay, 1 second. Yep, right there. All that rust is inside, guys. Perfect. Now let's spray through here one more time. Okay, through that hole, because there will be a lot of rust there and that ball joint will not come out easy. And here through that hole where the ball joint is. Perfect. Okay, great. Now it will really help, guys, if we get a screwdriver, okay, and plant between these two pieces here. But before we do that, okay, let's pre-loosen all the bolts first, okay, so we don't bend things later. So let's pre-loosen all the bolts, all the nuts, so everything will be okay, ready to come loose later. No, it's going to slip out. Okay, it just came a little bit sideways. Yeah, I saw it. We need to get the probably the, okay, this one will go the other. Nope, too rusted, guys. So we got the bigger tools, guys. Okay, we need a bigger breaker bar. Okay, and once they soak, and with the big tools, everything comes loose. Okay, one nut's loose, one body's loose. Okay, and do all that before, pre-loosen all of them before you take things apart, because otherwise you will have hard time pre-loosening them. Okay, so that's what we're doing now. Okay, let's go ahead and see how much rust we have here. Underneath, a little bit of rust here on one of the bolts. It's quite soon, guys, they will start going pretty easily, okay, to the point that they should come loose. So perfect. Now we can go ahead, get the screwdriver between the two pieces, fat screwdriver. They have even special punches like that. Okay, now we need to actually turn the steering wheel. We need to do that on the other side, because we will not be able to hammer here, I think. Let's see, to come out. I think we'll be able to do on that on the other side. So we'll put the screwdriver back in, guys, because, okay, actually on this side, the back side is the tie rod, so we will not be able to. Okay, let me just turn that thing a little bit because it's blinding the camera. Okay, perfect, like that. That's great. So now on the ball joint. Okay, it's coming loose. It's coming loose. I see it. Keep going. Yep, it's coming loose. Let me get the pry bar now. We're going to get in the control arm. And I'm going to hold with the pry bar down. That's a lot of rust, guys. A lot of rust in that ball joint. Let me just zoom in so you can probably see. We came out, okay, a little bit, but we need to soak it more. Okay, and we'll continue. So it started coming out, guys. Then I push it back in. Then I'm gonna get the hammer, okay, and come out. Let's spray a little bit. Let's spray just a little bit of penetrating spray. So actually right now, while it's in, we're going to spray, then we'll return it. And we are ready. Let me show you what we have here. Okay, 1 second. I need to focus here. That's all the rest, guys. Okay. All that rust from that ball joint. You can see just unbelievable. So let's go ahead, wipe things a little bit. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and remove actually the two nuts and the bolt that we had to pre-loosen earlier. So that's what we'll be doing now, and we'll be able to replace it. You can see where we hit on the ball joint that we'll be replacing. I just hit the control arm only one time, but that's not bad at all. Will not affect it. Mostly on the ball joint itself that we need to replace anyways, right? So it's coming loose now. You can hear that rust guy squeaking there. That's unreal. Alright. Not much movement, guys, so that's the bad part, but it will probably stay tight until the very end. Careful not to break your CV boots. Okay, what I can do actually, let me see if I can grab that control arm with the pry bar there. Okay. And make it to where, okay, it's more stable. So maybe we can do that, so it doesn't move so much. Yeah, okay, that squeaking is unreal. Should have come loose by now, but not yet. So let's try with the impact to see if it can do it. Not even a chance. Okay, it got one of them off. That's good. Two more to go, guys. And we should be able to pull that ball joint out. So let's see if that's going to happen today. Perfect. Second one out. Now all we have is the bolt on the back side. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, and it stopped. It is tight, guys. It is tight. So let's go ahead. Pretty loose in that one. Everything starts moving. Okay, let's see now. Perfect. So that ball joint, guys, it's about to come out. Okay, and right here, that's a ball joint out of a Kia Optima, guys. That's how you remove it. Now, every time you remove that, guys, replace it, it's recommended to go for front end alignment because things can actually move a little bit. The angles may be different, so always go for front end alignment every time you work on your suspension, guys. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.